what's important here is this is the beginning of that social media manager, and next slide. If we start talking about, well, what is the future vision, this is where you guys come in, because we're interested in your thoughts and what way to play it as we continue with the development of this module. So when we talk about the future vision, we're talking about the social media communications Pegboard dashboard. I have to shorten that into some sort of acronym, obviously. And what that's about is saying, okay, we can broadcast. What can we see all at once? So that'll be a page within Pegboard, a secondary dashboard or placed on the dashboard of Pegboard that will allow you to see comments and alerts that are happening with regards to the business's Facebook accounts or social media accounts. The ability to obviously quickly react if things aren't going so crash hot on the social media. Statistical data will be displayed from each of the different social media platforms, and a display of each platform's activities, which is key. So you can imagine that this becomes a marketer's dream as they're taking control. At the moment, a lot of this is getting outsourced to SEO guys. Some of it's being done internally, and it's quite counterproductive to and labour intensive for companies. This is beginning to bring it together so that you can control that amount of labour that's going into it, and from a PR side of things, which is key, and keep that communication going. Andrew talked about connectors. At the moment we've got LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter. We do have on the list obviously Google Plus and Foursquare. We're interested in you guys and your feedback as to, we did a lot of research here as to how many do we want to go out with here, but certainly those three cover a major percentage of the market, and we need to look at a list as to what's next. Okay, and next slide there is just the information on this. Is this available? It's available now, and as Andrew said before, it can be utilised in all the collections of Pegboard. Documentation is also ready for you in the partner area, with pricing for non-enterprise partners. To enable this module, it's a level 1 module. However, for our enterprise partners, this is ready to go, and you can add this onto the sites as you need to. My key comment to all of you is to take advantage and sell it in to your clients as a benefit to them, and I'm thinking that you guys are seeing that as a benefit to these clients who are engaged in the social media side of things. What we've just gone through, but let's move into the Pegboard mobile app. And in regards to the overview of vision, step 1 was Pegboard 6. When we launched Pegboard 6, you've got the multi-skin functionality for the smartphones and all the other devices that are out there, and you can create your skins as necessary, and that'll auto-generate depending on what they're using. Good step. The next step is obviously to get a smartphone app out, and for us it was about it being a seamless content manager for fast, productive changes for marketing managers and your business owners that are out there with Pegboard sites. So the mobile app is also integrated into what we've just seen, which is the social media manager for broadcasting. So again, if what we saw with Andrew, you'll be able to do it on the mobile app and push to all those platforms as well as the website when you need to. So from a mobile perspective. So let's, I suppose, future vision of this, and you'll see what we've got it up to. Future vision will be to expand the app into e-commerce and other modules from this one app. E-marketing, however, will be a separate Pegboard app that people will utilise. So at worst, they'll run with 2 apps, at best 1. So just depending on what module spread they've got. So Andrew, take us through, and let's have a look at the mobile app.
Okay, so we'll go back to the Gorman Kelly example that we've got. Okay, and I'll just quickly touch on, this is what Ashton was talking about, setting up a skin for a Pegboard website for mobile. So it's a nice little example, so we thought we'd use this site as well for the smartphone app. Let me just bring that up. Okay, so this is what it will look like. Okay, so at the moment, what you see there is just the welcome screen. Okay, that's what you'll see. It's, as Ashton said, it's a platform for going forward, for putting in all the modules into Pegboard. But we've picked these 3 particular modules. Okay, what you'll do is, with this particular app, you'll get it from the appropriate store, download it and install it. Each of those will have a setting where you can set up and select a site to connect to. So when you connect to that site, you'll get the appropriate modules and the content associated with it. So if we have a look at news, I'll go through all of them, but I think I'll just concentrate on news. If I look at news, this is what you'll see. It will come up and it will show you all the news collections for that particular site, and you'll be able to select a news collection. So for instance, in this Gorman Kelly example that I'm using, there's news, just general news, and there's also testimonials that you can update. So if I click on the actual news, this is what we see, a nice little summary of the news articles, who the author was, and a bit of a summary. You've also got additional options that you can look at. So for example, if I wanted to look at the item itself, delete it, preview it in the browser on the appropriate smartphone, and blogs. So blogs, in the same way, is implemented across all modules in the smartphone app as well, so that you can manage blogs from the smartphone, be it on news articles or a gallery or products or whatever that might be. So I'll just cancel that. So let's have a look at what that news article looks like. So this is the article that I put in earlier, which is the up-and-coming webinar article. So this is what it looks like. You've got the tabs across the bottom, and they are very much exactly the same as what is in a page in Pegboard. So you know, we've got the panels in Pegboard, we've got the tabs in the smartphone. Okay, so we've got the actual content, we've got images, okay, and the ability to actually upload an image from that smartphone. So you might put in a news article about something that's happening on the spot and where you are at the moment. Also, you have the ability to update the SEO details, and any of those details that you can add in through Pegboard, you can do into the smartphone app. And then last but not least, you can group it into areas that you want to go. So this news article might be a media release, it might be about property, or it might be about rental. You know, it might be rental news. It could be one of those categories for it to appear on the website. What happens is, once you've finished entering in information or changing it or whatever that might be, you click on Save, and it comes up here with the option of sharing that with social media platforms. So it looks very similar to what we just did in the console. Once we have selected what we want that to go into, you can click on Save and Share, and that's actually posted. You can preview items from here or go back to the collection itself. So I'm going to go back to the home page here, but that gave you a walkthrough from start to finish for a news article. Now I'm going to have a look at the blogs module. Okay, so blogs. So what you're able to do is actually look at collections of blogs on the site. Okay, so these dedicated blogs that you might set up. This one's a real estate blog. From here you can view all the comments on all blogs, or just those particular items. So if I look in here, I can quickly see on the right hand side here that there are 2 comments on that top blog article. So that's the blog article itself, very similar to the actual news. Or I can click on here and go view comments. So I can see that there are two comments, one from John Rogers and Mary Haig, that are there. I can quickly have a look at those, approve them, delete them, cancel them, or if I go in, I can actually, delete and approve as well and have a look at it in a little bit more detail. But with blogs, it's nice to be able to see all of the blogs in one area. So you can do that as well as per article, which is here. Adding in a blog is exactly the same, pretty much exactly the same as a news article. So you've got your details for a blog, and I'll just step through this. You've got your content region, your image, SEO details, and categories. So very much like a news article is a blog article. So I'll just get back out of there. So last but not least is the galleries module. So what we did is we picked these three modules because we wanted quick, sharp modules where people who are on the spot and are doing things would like to post content to their site. So frequently there could be, update, a news article, they're out on the road, they want to put in a blog article, or a gallery, they're out on the road. Like for instance, this is a real estate website. There might be an agent out on the road who has his own gallery and he posts in, things that he's seen, properties that he's got, rentals that are coming up, all sorts of things. So you can come in here and have his own gallery, and he can post images from the smartphone that he's taken straight up onto the website. So there's only one gallery set up for this site, which is featured properties, and in here I can pick these and have a look, and you've got the gallery. Now in here, like the gallery module in Pegboard, you have the ability to enter in all those images, upload them from the smartphone, and again you've got all the other tabs down the bottom. And with everything we've done in the mobile app, it can be posted to LinkedIn, Twitter or Facebook, that information. So just cancel that there. So that's just a run through of the Pegboard smartphone app that will be available for Android, iPhone. I'll confirm the other platforms, but they're the other two. It's under here. But they'll be available to you. But I just wanted to walk you through that, give you an idea of what you're going to get, what you can content manage from a smartphone, and let us know if you have any questions.
Great stuff, Andrew, and thanks for taking us through that. At this stage, this mobile app is available around about the 15th of May. The application cost, the app cost is to be advised, we're looking at about $1.99 to enable it, and available on Apple and the Android stores, as Andrew just covered off with you, and that's the fun part. And documentation will be available in the partner area from the release date. Great PR for your business and to your clients. So the ability there, I think, and I know that Notice Campbell from J6 has asked a question in regards to, the social media integration with both the app and within Pegboard. Obviously the two kind of go together, so it's an opportunity to show off both to your clients when you're talking to them, whether they be existing clients or new clients, as they go hand in hand. So enabling that module is going to be key. All right, well, we'll cover it off, and there's been a few questions in there that are interesting. Guys, I really appreciate your time, and we do thank you for attending. We've got another webinar planned for next month, and we'll keep them rolling. And if you've got any follow-up questions for us, please get them through. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we're pretty excited to see what you guys go out and do with this new module and the app as it comes, and push on with your clients. So again, thank you for attending, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.